Why is it always that people can immigrate to other countries and end up being more successful than the people who live there?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm gonna be giving my thoughts, my comments, i.e. my 2 cents on the whole Azan scandal. I'm not sure if some of you have probably seen it, probably some haven't, but it's been on social media. If you know, then obviously I'm just going to be repeating myself regarding what's this thing that I'm talking about. But if you don't know, it's one of the Azan family. She's about 16 years old, that made a TikTok video about, flying out on her private jet. Obviously her family, Azan, all of the Azan family flying out on their private jet just before Hurricane Beryl hit Jamaica, and how they came back pretending as if the hurricane didn't do any damage to Jamaica. Now, obviously, social media goes, it works. One person sees something, then they'll share it, and that's how videos become viral, which has taken place with this video, because it's now one of the most talked about thing among Jamaicans. It happened a few days ago anyway, but people are quite riled up about it, saying that they want to boycott Azan, and Azan owns Mega Mart, and I think they have also shares in companies in Jamaica, like conglomerates, that we're not aware of, because when people start make money and they become rich, riches just increase, and sometimes people become a silent director of companies just so it doesn't look that it doesn't look that bad on them to say that they're controlling everything. But yeah, very interesting debates around this whole thing, the culture, and how probably the Azans view Jamaicans and a whole. Now, like I said, very deep wounds being inflicted by this viral video. Because of course, nobody's as a Jamaican, you're not gonna feel good to know that the people that make the most money in the country that you support as a Jamaican, because everybody and their mother shop at Azan, Mega Mart. Well, not so much Mega Mart, but Azan, they're all over Jamaica. So of course, Jamaicans are gonna feel some type of way, because from I was little, Azan has been a part of the culture of Jamaica in terms of selling, trading in Jamaica. So when you see something like this, where a lot of people may not have been able to fly out during the hurricane, because not everybody has the opportunity to fly and to go on a jet, quite insensitive, it's gonna stir up anger in people, and rightfully so. Good, there you go, so on and so forth. So one of the main things is that most Jamaicans are saying, especially a lot of Jamaicans abroad, they're saying that Jamaicans should boycott Azan and do this, do that. Also, Jamaicans in Jamaica are saying boycott Azan, which is well and good. And then some people saying that that Jamaicans will not stop because they don't stand up for themselves. But the main thing that drew my attention, that I wanted to come and speak about today, was the whole idea that Jamaicans don't support Jamaicans. I want to come and debunk that, and just to go in where people got this misconception that Jamaicans don't support Jamaicans, and that it's not necessarily about Jamaicans, it's necessarily about behavior, culture, and all of that deters people. So, do Jamaicans support Jamaicans? Absolutely, yes. Jamaicans do support Jamaicans. However, and this is an issue that I don't think gets addressed as often. People can always say things that we don't support our own, therefore, and so on and so forth. That's not the issue. I don't think it's an issue of we don't support our own. I think it's an issue of how we are as business people when Jamaicans do go into business. and that the consumer wants a certain level of professionalism, a certain level of standards and stuff like that. And I think that's mainly the issue. For example, and I'm going to talk about overseas Jamaican businesses. A lot of people will tell you, lots of Jamaicans will tell you that when a Jamaican open a business, right? I'm going to speak about abroad first and then I'm going to go to Jamaica. Especially like restaurants. It's one of the worst. This really irritates me. And a lot of people complain about this. They're usually one of the worst customer service you can experience in your life. The most laid back individuals. Now, obviously this is not a generalization, but majority of restaurants that Jamaicans open abroad, the complaint is always run out of food half the time, which means they never cook enough. They're very slow. They take their very little time. Sometimes they go into these restaurants, they have 10 people line up, and the server is taking their very little time to serve you. And of course, that's gonna annoy people. Doesn't matter if the food tastes good. People are gonna get frustrated like myself. And you just don't want to go back there because most of the time they might take them little time and they must serve you. And it's like, there's no urgency. That's one of the annoyance. It's the same things when they're selling like they're running supermarkets, grocery stores, you name it. It is the most annoying. It's the laid back behavior, the culture. And I'm telling you, when you go to the other races, supermarkets or stores or restaurants, this is it. It's just fast paced. Everything is because each dollar count and time matters. But this is some of the frustrations. And as I said before, sometimes I go to these restaurants or grocery stores abroad, and they're not reliable to have the things that you need. So you have to keep going to 4, 5, 6. It's just some of these things. Now in Jamaica, some of the same issues. The professionalism isn't there. The time, the respect for time isn't there. And this is why you have most people will shop at a Azan, a Megamart, you name it. Because, of course, it's far more professional. It's the standard that matters. And don't get me wrong, it's not that they're better business people. It's just that they're way more professional in how they conduct business. They're way more committed and so on and so forth. And because of that, I don't know. It's just I just believe it's a black mentality. It's a Jamaican mentality where we take our times, and it's something you have to get used to break yourself out of. That sometimes you need look urgency to get things done. It's not always you take 10 years and it's just this laid back culture that we have that has affected us in that has affected us in progressing in the way that to our true potential, that has affected us in being the best that we can be. It is so annoying, and I understand it. I am frustrated as well when people like the Azans can come into our country, make money off of us because the consumer is the important. So it's frustrating when these people like the Azans come into our country and they don't care. They don't really care. You're just someone that buys from them, and we allow it. Truly so, we should boycott. I think a boycott is necessary. Only way we can get respect is to stand up and show them that we're not going to tolerate certain level of disrespect. As some people would say, the young lady is young. But trust me, that's something embedded within her. That is her culture. That is how she has been brought up to think or to see the people in Jamaica. You're nothing but people that fat my pocket, but you know mean nothing to me. You're less than me. And it's just a sad situation, especially with a hurricane. For people who has made so much for so many years in Jamaica, you would think they would have some form of genuine care. And also to do way more for the country, because what has the Azan done really in Jamaica that you can look at to say they've been in Jamaica? So it's just one of those awakening that we've gotten so many times. So it's nothing new. It's just what are we gonna do about this one now? as Jamaicans? Are we gonna stop allowing this sort of disrespect and literally boycott? We can. There are many stores, but also to raise the standard by which us as Jamaicans carry out business, by which us as Jamaicans provide services to our Jamaican people. Like, raise our standards, be more professional, and also to try to, be more professional in how we conduct business, because we have the potential, and the potential is there for a lot of us as Jamaicans to be great in business. We don't always have to be the consumer. A lot of us as Jamaicans, as a culture, as a people, can do great things, but of course it's just about changing our attitude, looking at those things that, just to improve the quality of service that we provide. And I'm sure that we can succeed as a Jamaican people. So I don't agree that we don't support each other. I just think the standard of business, the standard of service that we provide, that deters our own Jamaican people from supporting us in Jamaica and abroad. And those are my thoughts. So guys, let me know what you think, about this. Let me know what you think about this whole viral boycotting Azan, which I totally agree with, but it's not just about boycotting Azan. It's about us raising our standards as Jamaican and becoming more professional in how we carry out business. And of course, I'm sure we will support each other. Not saying everybody supports their own Jamaican people, but Jamaicans will support Jamaicans. It's sometimes just the way in which the services, and a lot of people can back me on this, that is mainly some of the issues. Just the standard and the service is just not up to par, which is why a lot of Jamaicans don't really support their own Jamaican people. So guys, it was lovely coming to have a quick chat. I hope you're enjoying the summer, and I hope you are doing well, and that everybody is recovering well from the hurricane in Jamaica. So you do have yourself a wonderful day. Until next time, speed. Big ups. Bye guys. Bye.